What's up guys? OPT7 has sent out some underglow lighting. I'm going to throw it on the Trail Boss and we're going to turn it into a Need for Speed Underground 2 race truck. I have unboxed the 8-piece LED strips. One full bar is a 2-piece that will expand the lighting. The longer strips are for the sides and these two are for the front and back. All of the connections are waterproof. The back wire is longer, the front wire is shorter. You have a wireless remote and a control box that allows for adjustable brightness and changeable colors. Let's give you a closer look at the remote control from OPT7. You've got your off and on, and then you've got your brightness controls, you've got your RGB, and then you've got your white. So you can select all these other colors if you want to. Those are preset colors. You can also hit strobe, fade, or you can cycle. And this button right here is supposed to listen to the music in your truck and go along with the beat. I'm going to start at the back with the LED strip because it has to go the furthest. This spot right here looks pretty good right under the tailgate. Looks like I'm going to have to take the spare tire down. Let me do that now and then we'll install it right here. So in order to take the spare tire out, we've got to take our key from our fob and we've got to open this right here. Take your key straight in and just turn it and pull the locker right out. All right, go ahead and grab the tools under the back seat and then we're gonna put these together to get the spare tire down. Go ahead and take it, slide it right in there until you feel it grab a hold, and then now we're gonna go to the left until the tire comes all the way down. Now that you've got it down, you just want to take this piece right here, slide that up through there. You should be good to go. All right, it's time to climb under the truck and get started on the install. All right, so that ended up working out perfect. It looks pretty good in that location. I ended up using these black clips instead of the other ones. That way you can just use a tie wrap. So now let me show you where I ran the wire. It goes right over this bar, and then it ends up being right here. And then I went through this little spot right there. There was enough gap to go right through here. And then I went that way to the fender well liner, and I went up and around the fender. Once you get to the fender, you want to take that wire and loosen this screw right here, loosen these screws right there. That way it tucks that wire and it keeps it straight up out of the way. Once I came down, I continued on and you go straight all the way until you get to the front fender. So that back cable just did make it to about right here. I'm going to go ahead and run all the other LED strips, show you exactly where they all ended up. All right guys, so I climbed on the truck. The only place I could really find to run this was on the frame. So I used a bunch of tie wraps. I didn't really want to drill into the frame. I went ahead and ran that cable up to the front fender. I did the exact same thing on the driver's side. I just stuck it to the frame. And then once I got to this little cross member right there, I ran a pull stick through the other side and pulled the cable straight through there and went to the passenger side front fender as well. All right, well the front worked out perfectly. They had these nice little holes right here in this plastic piece. I was able to run tie wraps all through there, and then I took that cable, ran it straight up through the front fender well where everything else is going to connect. I want to give you a clear indication on how these cables connect together. There's arrows on each side, and you want to line those arrows up, slide them together, and then take your cap, and then you will screw that right on, and this will give it a waterproof seal. All these cables are waterproof, so you should be good to ride down the road with these under the truck. Now that we've got all the cables run, here's where they ended up. Here's the 3 from the back and the 2 sides. And then this cable right here goes to the front. So that is the front LED strip. This black and white wire is your aux cable that is an optional feature if you want white light to come on when you open the doors. Let me show you where I've got the control box. I found this line that was going up. I attached some tie wraps to these 3 back wires. So that seems like it's gonna ride nicely. And then the power cable is right here and it goes straight up that way to the battery. Once I came up from the front fender liner, I've got the cable right here with the inline fuse, and that's going to connect to the positive. And then you're going to take the other side of that line and you're going to connect it straight to the negative. All right, this next part is optional. So I found fuse number 8. Those are the fog lights. I went ahead and made me a fuse tap right there into that. That way, when I open the doors, the lights will come on, or if I unlock the doors at night, they'll also come on. So what I did was I drilled me a hole through the fuse box. That way it would go through there, and then I can close it and not have any wires pinched. So if you want to go this route, you don't have to make a fuse tap yourself. You can actually buy them. The important thing is make sure you put the fuse in correctly. What you want to do is take a voltmeter, make sure you find which side has the 12 volts on it, and it was this right side, and then you want to attach the wire on this side. That way the voltage actually goes through the fuse. You don't want to make the mistake of putting it on the other side and not go through the fuse. You could actually burn up some wiring in your truck. Once I put the cover back on, it fits pretty nicely. It's just right there. So it worked out perfect. If I've done that fuse tap correctly, I should be able to unlock the door, and they do come on white. So it works out perfect. Well, all the testing is complete. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all these tire wraps. I've got a mess under here. We're gonna wait for it to become night and show this product off. All right, guys, so this is the really cool part. Now that we've got the underglow hooked to the fog lights, if you hit the fog light button, it's going to turn on the underglow. So now I've got a designated button for fog lights and underglow lighting. So let me turn that back off, and it goes off. Alright guys, well I'm pretty much finished here. That underglow looks awesome on the truck. I want to thank OPT7 for sending it out. Make sure you check out the website where you can get your hands on one of these kits. So if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so. Until next time, we'll see y'all.